In 1942, Pascagoula, Mississippi was a quiet coastal town living under the shadow of World War II. Factories buzzed with wartime production. Soldiers moved in and out of camp bases, and people clung to routine as a way of keeping fear at bay. But another kind of fear was coming, one that crept through open windows, moved without a sound, and left behind a calling card. Stranger than any crime the town had ever known. It began gently, almost innocently. In early June, two young girls from the convent school, Mary Briggs and Edna Rome, awoke in the middle of the night with a strange sensation. Something felt off, like the air had been disturbed. When the lights came on, they found locks of their hair lying neatly on the floor. No one had entered the room, yet someone had. Days later, 6-year-old Carol Petrovic awoke crying, and her parents discovered her haircut clinging at the front, as though trimmed by a professional hand while she slept. No windows broken, no burglary, no sign of struggle. Just silence, just hair. Whispers started spreading. Someone was entering homes at night, someone who touched nothing but a woman's hair. And so, Pascagoula named him the Phantom Barber. Then, the pattern deepened. Windows were found sliced open with a razor blade. The edges so smooth they looked machine cut. Police noticed that the dust should have spilled inside, had not been disturbed. The barber entered houses without leaving footprints on floor, covered in flour or sand, tricks people used to catch. He avoided locked doors, choosing instead to slit screens, glide inside and vanish before dawn. By late June, local newspapers joined in, amplifying the fear. Women began sleeping with lights on. Men kept guns near their pillows. But even the sound of breathing, they said, seemed louder than the intruder ever was. Then came the escalation. On the night of July 5th, 1942, the intruder struck the home of Mr. and Mrs. Cheryl Heidelberg. This time, it wasn't hair he sought. He attacked them brutally, clubbing them with a metal pipe. They survived, but the message was clear. This was no longer a harmless prowler. Police scrambled for suspects, and community pressure mounted. Authorities eventually arrested William Dolan, a local chemist with a personal feud against a judge whose daughter had been one of the victims. His house contained a razor and some suspicious items. But even investigators admitted the evidence felt forced, almost desperate. Still, Dolan was convicted and Pascagoula exiled. But suddenly, but only for a moment. Because even with Dolan behind bars, the hair-cutting incidents continued. More homes were found with slit screens. More victims discovered freshly cut hair. More silent entries. More nights stolen by fear. The Phantom Barber was still out there. Police reopened the case on December 1st, 1942, acknowledging the truth. They had never caught him. No fingerprints, no footprints, no motive, no consistent suspect. Some believed he was a deranged barber. Others thought he was a military man trained in stealth. Some whispered he was a collector, a warrior, a ghost. Whoever he was, he vanished into the folds of history, leaving behind nothing but a trail of questions and a town that learned that darkness doesn't always need violence to terrify. Sometimes all it needs is a pair of scissors and a sleeping victim.